Didn't help that he had an ankle injury where he missed 4 matches after hurting his ankle in the Indiana line open. So it seems right now Gulibon, after last week's match, is really starting to get fully healthy and get his confidence back at 141. So this is a big match for both wrestlers, for not just the team's sake, but also their personal sake as well.
One thing to note here for Gulibon, he lost to Zach Hall, the redshirt freshman, at the Southern Scuffle. Hall is Fisher's backup. So this could be somewhat of a revenge match here, kind of for Gulibon to establish himself and get things going again against this Michigan team. 2:30 left to go in this first period. No score yet.
Brendan, we saw a lot of takedowns, a lot of exciting action in the first 2 matches. Expect this one to kind of be a more low-scoring kind of style. Gulibon not really too aggressive in his style. Very technical. Tries to make you kind of wait it out and then let you make a mistake. For Fisher, he realized to be smart about that and realizing what Gulibon's trying to do and get on the offensive early here.
Fisher now with the leg lift, and he's working on them. Gulibon trying to fight it. No points here yet as a minute has gone by in the first period. Fisher trying to establish something here, and Gulibon's just trying to get a little momentum in his favor. Fisher now trying to work him on his back, and he'll get 2 points for a takedown. Riding time now starts to accumulate in Fisher's favor. 1 minute, 30 seconds left in this first period.
And for Fisher, it's good to see there's really no rust for him. If you're a Michigan fan, he got a win by forfeit on Friday against Northwestern, and he did not wrestle against Indiana a week ago. So it's been a couple weeks for him since he's been on the mat in a dual match like this. So it's good for him to get out to an early start like that and get that early takedown and try to set the tone early on.
Gulibon now with the escape point. 2-1, Fisher leads with 1 minute and 5 seconds left to go in the first period of our third bout. Gulibon now working on that left leg. Bit of a leg raise here, trying to flip Fisher. Now in on the hip as well. Gulibon trying to get his weight going. He'll get 2 points for the takedown, so now he's ahead 3-2 as the wrestlers work to their feet. Now back down, Gulibon working. In on the waist here. 30 seconds left in this first period.
You see Gulibon look up the clock there, seeing how much time is realizing under 30 seconds now. Clock's saying now he just has to ride out Fisher here, don't let him get the escape point and go up going into the second period.
15 seconds left now as Gulibon starts to accumulate riding time, now up to 10 seconds as he's on top just trying to work his weight. And it looks like he'll try to just ride him out here for these last 5 seconds. So Jimmy Gulibon with the 3-2 lead heading into this second period. And he will start in the down position.
You see Gulibon there just using his strength and using that leg whip there to trip up Fisher and get him down on the ground as he rode him out for the rest of that match.
Gulibon with 21 seconds of riding time after that first period.
Something also you see a lot as well, Gulibon, once he gets on top, is very good at riding on his opponent's last match against Illinois. Almost 3 minutes accumulated of riding time. So he definitely, once he gets on top, it's tough for his opponent to get out from under him,
Gulibon quickly escapes for that escape point there. He's up 4-2 and leads in riding time by 11 seconds. The hand fighting continues, both wrestlers at their feet. Working on collar ties now. Gulibon now in on the right leg. And he's got a leg raise there, no points yet, and now he'll get 2 for the takedown. Fisher just trying to maintain his posture, staying up here, trying to keep Gulibon from getting him to his back. Gulibon up 6-2 now. A minute left in this second period. The Nittany Lions leading team scoring 6-0 overall for this dual meet. Toward the edge of the mat they go. Gulibon still working.
You saw after Gulibon's first takedown, the 2-time Illinois state champ Fisher couldn't get out from under him. Let's see if Gulibon again, now with 45 seconds left in this period, can ride out Fisher again, get that 1 minute of riding time, and really get to the third period up by 4, possibly 5.
Fisher now starting in the down position, and we'll have a caution here. and that will be on Fisher. A new rule, I know we talked about it a few weeks ago at the Bryce Jordan Center in Penn State's duel there. That caution rule is now new, so Fisher gets the escape point, but that caution rule is new. They're trying to make really a formal for all officials 1 second between getting set on the mat and the whistle to the start of it, so they're really stricter on that caution rule as well as that stall warning that you mentioned earlier.
Like you mentioned, Brandon, yeah, each referee almost before this year had their own sort of timing technique where someone would wait a couple seconds before they blew the whistle, someone would get right away. So now that you see the wrestlers still even halfway through the season, still trying to get adjusted to the new rule, we still see a little bit less caution than we did earlier in the season, but still some players are a little bit too jumpy and don't like this 1 second grace period between the whistle and getting set.
So both wrestlers will stand out the end of the second period. Gulibon up 6-3 on Fisher, and has 49 seconds of accumulated riding time. It'll be big here to try to get those last 11 seconds, and it begins with him starting on top.
As you mentioned, Brandon, it's not just, obviously it's big for Fisher to get out, but he has to get out early as well and give himself some time to set up some shots and try to at least give him a chance to get out and shoot for some takedowns in the neutral position.
Gulibon now working. Almost had the back here, and now Fisher trying to work cross body here.
If you can just get on the other side of Gulibon there, he'll have a nice reversal.
And we'll have a stalemate here as the wrestlers return to the center of the mat. 1:26 left to go in the final period of the third bout of the day. Gulibon leads 6-3 on Fisher, and the Nittany Lions lead 6-0. 1:28 now, 1:30 in riding time is another whistle here, and they'll return to the center of the mat.
See Fisher, that's almost his go-to move now. It's the third time he's tried. Once Gulibon gets on top to try to roll out of that and try to get the reversal and have Gulibon use his momentum to fly off him. So we'll see if Gulibon can adjust to that and Fisher can finally get out and get those 2 reversal points that he's really been looking for.
Fisher with the quick escape point there. Now he's only trailing by 2 with 1 minute and 5 seconds left to go in the final period.
As you mentioned, Brandon, with 1:36 of riding time for Gulibon. Realistically, he's up 3 right now, so he really has to get a couple of takedowns and really start getting on the offensive here.
Gulibon now gets the 2 points with the double leg takedown, and now he's working on top of Fisher. Gulibon leads 8-4, 44 seconds now left in this final period and 1 minute and 50 of riding time, so he'll certainly get that extra point here. Nothing doing really here for Gulibon as he's trying to just flip Fisher here, working in over top of him.
Gulibon have a nice offensive day so far. Only the 5th time this season that he's accumulated 8 or more points in one match. A nice matchup there for him. A nice offensively for him to see it healthy and finally bounce it back. Really starting to get in the form now that he's used to be wrestling in from last year.
So Gulibon will ride out Fisher. He'll get the extra point there for riding time, and he'll get the 9-4 win with the decision. The Nittany Lions now up 9-0 early on.
As you mentioned now, Brandon, this is where the Penn State line gets extremely tough here as you go with 149 and Zane Rutherford, #1 ranked wrestler for Penn State, one of Penn